Hi everyone, my name is Chris Hager, the producer for Tera.
And I am Stefan Ramirez, the associate producer. Welcome to a recap of our 2011 E3 demo that we presented to media behind closed doors.
Tera is the first true action MMO, providing all the depth of an MMO with the gratification of an action game. What this means is players need to actively aim and dodge in order to deal with the many enemies they face.
We gave the press a hands-on look at the combat and fought one of the fiercest big-ass monsters, or BAMs, to date, but we also talked about a never-before-seen, groundbreaking feature of Tera, the political system.
Tera's political system brings a whole new depth to player engagement.
Player engagement is more than guilds, chatting, group play, and other social features that MMOs have. When we say the political system brings a whole new depth to player engagement, we're talking about players influencing the world around them.
That's right, that means getting votes, buying votes, smearing your opponents, taking out your competition, raising taxes, making tons of cash money, controlling your province, putting players in prison, running your own events, managing your own towns, and just doing whatever you want. We'll cover the political system in two sections and tell you about a player's rise to power and a player's reign of power.
There are two ways to gain political office, and we covered this through the story of Landon, a player that uses charisma, charm, and popularity to gain office.
And Xavier, the cooler of the two, who uses battlegrounds to become the best and take a province by brute force.
Let's start with Landon, who is a guild leader that was destined to become a Vanarch and rise to power through the popular vote. He used his guild, his committee, to run his election campaign and get the word out to others in many different ways. Come election time, the people know his name, what he stands for, and they vote for him. Landon wins the election in a landslide. Landon immediately gives back to the people that put him there. He lowers taxes in the province, opens up specialty shops, enables skill trainers, and even throws the bad apples in jail. His province is thriving and doing well, and players are coming from all around to see it for themselves.
So that's Landon. Now let's talk about the badass, Xavier. Xavier prefers brutality, so he figures that his best shot at becoming a Vanarch is dominating in battlegrounds and PvP. He gathers his elite crew and starts training, fighting, owning, and dominating his opponents during the election process. This works and Xavier becomes the Vanarch of Ostrogoth. Immediately, Xavier raises taxes in all of his towns, enables open world PK within his province, and trots around on his pimped out Vanarch mount. Xavier also rules with an iron fist, imprisoning anyone who gets in his way, all the while making tons of money from shops, skill trainers, and events. This is a problem because just like in real politics, in order for Xavier to stay in office and keep doing his thing, he'll need the support of his people.
Once you become a Vanarch, you won't just have free reign on your power. You'll need policy points to make and keep changes to your province. You can earn policy points either by receiving recommendations from your supporters or by completing very difficult Vanarch quests, which brings us to the adventure.
Xavier is having a bit of trouble garnering recommendations for the people in his province. So, in order for him to maintain his privileges, he's decided to undergo a Vanarch quest to get policy points. But this is no ordinary quest. Xavier will need to face Sabernac, a mighty dragon that's been terrorizing the provinces. Xavier recruits Landon as a healer because, well, he knows Landon is pretty good and it's a win-win. They'll both get a ton of policy points.
Luckily for Xavier, Tera is all action and no faction, and players decide who the heroes and villains are. For today's adventure, Landon and Xavier have recruited 3 members from their guild to join them. Now we're going to show you highlights from the fight.
Now you know what we mean when we say Tera is action. It's all about timing, placement, movement, and coordination.
We also covered the never-before-seen, groundbreaking feature, Tera's political system, which offers a whole new level of depth to player engagement and empowering players to change the world around them. And we will see you at PAX 2011.